commented that maybe it might be a challenge and kind of exciting with the new economy update to do a new series that's kind of a spin-off of Scrapyard Pirate's Life. We're going to call this Hard Scrapyard Survival because we're using some serious scrapyard rules and we have upped the issue. And if it's not hard enough, I have a mod that will make it way harder. So the challenge here, we're going to go ahead. We have Pertam, we have the alien planet, and we have a custom modded moon, all of which we can go and do stuff with. So without further ado, we're going to dive into this, but we have everything enabled. We have little beasties running around in places. We have lightning that will damage things. We have catastrophic meteors that will land and when it's least expected. There are a few crashes that I have pre-positioned in there at some point way back when I created this star system. I do not remember where they are or even what they are. It's been a while. I'm using an old design that I set up, that I adjusted for the new economy update by redoing a few of the advanced settings to be able to include that. So I'm interested to see how this works. Hopefully we get good spawns. I've also added some MES scrapyard mods, such as the Wrecks and Ruins and the crashed ships, and also added in more vanilla encounters as well. So I'm hoping that'll give us more spawns that we can be able to use as our scrapyard sources. So basically the situation is that we're doing scrapyard, not just salvage rules, but scrapyard rules, which means that there's only 4 categories we can build. Everything else we have to find the actual part first, and then we can bring it into whatever we're building. And it's hard scrapyard, so you know what? Our base on Pertam has to be a mobile base. It doesn't mean we can't just stop it in place and lock it down. We can, but it does mean that we are not going to have a base that is directly connected to the voxel. It's going to have wheels, and it's going to be mobile, not airborne, but mobile. I know we did an Escape from Pertam series a little while ago, and we had to go with a airborne base. In this case, it's a mobile base. On the alien planet, as well as the moon, hopefully we can get there and do some scrapping on the way, and be able to establish an outpost on each one of those, and those will be in the voxel, and they do not need to be mobile. As a matter of fact, I want it to be the opposite of Pertam in that you can't make it a mobile base. It has to be a locked-in base. So that is something we might do in the future, but right now we just need to survive Pertam. So I'm giving it 3 chances. If we fail to survive 3 times, we're going to make it even harder, and we're going to give it 1 shot on the... As you can see, we can go alien. We can't spawn on the moon, though. That's a place we cannot spawn for start. That's a place we have to get to. We're going to try alien, and then last shot is going to be space pod. We are not doing spacesuit. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take that off of there once we get started. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started with this one, yeah? All right. So, actually, you know what, guys? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to back out of this. Yep, I know. We're going to jump into, I'm going to go ahead and jump back into the main menu because you guys might actually want to, like, participate on this. Check it out. See what's going on. So we're going to exit back to the main menu. And yeah, we'll save the settings. Why not? We're going to unload it. And then we're going to dive right in. Okay, so we're going to go into our save screen. I'm going to go ahead and, as you guys, if anybody was wondering how you publish your scenarios and things like that, I'm going to publish this one. And there isn't a story per se in it, but it is definitely a tough one. So, and as you can see, I have a lot of save games, a lot of games that I play on my own or that I stream on Twitch. So, but this one here, we're going to go ahead and publish that. You hit the publish button. It is not a story, but it is exploration and survival. you click to mod IO, you hit OK, and then it uploads it, and once it uploads, boom, it's been published. This is how you publish a scenario or a world that you're excited about playing. And here it is, guys. If you want to participate, you want to dive into this, you want to see what it's like as we play, you can see. And so that works good. So we'll go ahead and go no. We're going to hit, whoops, we're going to go down here. We're going to select it. We're going to load it. All right, now it's going to load. You guys are going to be able to see the mods that I have attached. I got quite a few mods, actually. About 300 and, I think it's like 348 megabytes worth of mods, but you'll see them right here. So we've got all kinds of good stuff. Wow, it loaded that fast, probably because it was already on there. It was like, dang, it's ready. Let's do it. All right. Now, if you want to, this would be kind of interesting too if you wanted to add more factions. I did not add any mods for more factions. That's also an option. So, like I said, there are a few. I'm hoping that we're going to run into a lot of salvage. So let me explain how my salvage rules work. Because I am on a console, I don't have the advantage of grabby hands or any of that sort of thing. So the way this will work, and it's been a while, and it was really challenging, you guys, when we did it with Scrapyard Pirate's Life at the very beginning of doing my streams. It was a major challenge, like really tricky. But this is how this goes down. First of all, armor, both light and heavy, structural and mechanical things we can build straight up. We don't need to salvage them. Outside of that, if it has a computer chip in it of any kind, even just one, that's something we have to salvage. We can't just build it. So like cargo containers, batteries, pretty much anything that's in any of the other categories, for the most part, we have to salvage it. And what that means is we have to find it somewhere on a grid within the world that we're in, or the system we're in. We have to find a grid with it on there. Once we found it, then we're going to go ahead, and progression is not on. Obviously, it wouldn't work very well with progression in this case. And then you grind it off, and then you place it somewhere. If you're gonna move it, you're gonna have to have a vehicle to transport it. Otherwise, you can just grind down the one block and carry all the parts to where you're going, but you can't grind down a bunch of blocks, because if you do that, then you're considered to have scrapped it, and you only get the components for it. Now, it's a and you'll see this in action. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. So if I find a wheel, I can go large or small grid, doesn't matter. But I only have the one wheel, for example. And so it adds a scrapyard feel to things. Now, for this playthrough, because I want it hard, I'm skipping the whole you have to have a computer chip in it. It is literally, if it doesn't fit into one of those 4 categories, you gotta find it. So that's going to make it even harder for us. But we'll see how it goes. If it's too much, maybe we'll go with just the computer chip. And incidentally, the other part of that scrapyard rules that I use is the fact that if it has been salvaged, the grid, it stays rusted, completely rusted. And then when I attach it to something or put it on something that it's going to be at, then at that point I can change the color scheme of it. It helps me keep track of what I'm salvaging and what I'm not. It gives you that aesthetic of old rusty stuff, you know? So, okay, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive in. We're going into Pertam now. We have the base rover here. We're going to go ahead and take a quick look. Looks like we're doing the green thing. That works. The body location was where I was at when I was setting up this scenario. We're going to go ahead and delete that. And let's go ahead and take a look. Oh, yeah, I was hoping they would give me a trade location, but they did not. Probably because this was built with the old system. Oh, that's a tough thing there. All right, well, that's going to make it even more of a challenge because we really don't have anywhere to go. So we're going to continue to press on and see if we can get this new, see if we can get going here, find some salvage, get rolling. We cannot mine for When we're doing a scrapyard, it's really simple. We can't mine for any kind of ores and stuff because we can't build, you know, a refinery. We do have our survival kit, but it's a scrapyard situation, so ores aren't going to do us much good unless we get to a trade station and we can trade them, because we can't build any kind of components. We have to find our components, which is why it's such a challenge to do this. Wow, this really sucks, because I have no idea where I'm going. Wow, I didn't expect them not to include any kind of trade station setup. Location. I didn't expect that, guys. That's not cool. Because I don't know where there's any trade stations, and I guess we're gonna drive until we find one. Wow, this is really sucky. I hope they spawn and stuff. That would be great, you know. Cause yeah, that's really screwballs. Wow, no kidding. Ain't that a thing? Well, we'll keep driving and see what we can do here. I mean, I'm just really kind of shocked, but I guess it's because this system. Oh, I bet I know why. Because this system was spawned together before the trade update. Oh, that might make sense. Well, we're gonna give it a go here and see what we come up with, guys, and go with there. I mean, it's still gonna be a fun thing. I just gotta find some salvage. I mean, even if we find some, you know, like I'm gonna zoom out. Hopefully we can get some encounters. That would be great. Wow, this is crazy, guys. So I just arbitrarily pick a spot and we're gonna start driving. So now I'm thinking about things that I can do to my rover, but there really isn't that much I can do for my rover right now. If we can get some components, we can use the rover to build the base, because per my scrapyard rules, it's really simple. We have 4 wheels. We have 4 wheel assemblies. We have a battery. The trouble is, we don't have enough components to elevate this to a large grid base, and that's the challenge. And here's the problem too, guys. The battery, it doesn't matter. Small or large grid, if you grind it down, even to move it, even to say I've salvaged this and I'm going to use this, it's still going to destroy those power cells. So it is imperative that we find a trade center. If there's no trade centers on this, then I'll have to go through and reset the scenario on a new set of worlds and just rebuild it from scratch, which I could do. It just takes some time and is kind of like, you know, not really what we want to do. We want to dive right in, you know, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and keep rolling on this, and we'll see how it goes. But I mean, we're just rolling along. But oh wait, nope, that's cobalt. Hopefully we can get some spawns in here. Jeez Louise. I mean, my settings are all right. I'm looking around to see if anything pops up, but I don't see anything. Let's go ahead and... No, nothing out here either. Huh. Alright, well, we'll keep on rolling and see what we got. Dang. It really is not cool that happened. Oh man, but here's the thing. With the new update, you can get coordinates of your trade stations through other means, like billboards and when you find something somewhere. So hopefully we can find something that has those coordinates on it, because yeah. Now there are factions. Let's see here. Yeah, we don't know any factions that aren't nice. Everybody we know is not happy with us right now, so I'm looking for food too, because we do have that food option. So you can find food on Pertam. There is food out here. I just gotta find it. So while we're rolling along here, let's keep our eyes open for berry bushes. Oh, what's that? Oh, what do we got? A strange signal. Alright, we get some salvage here. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Whew. Okay, if you hit those trees, man, it's gonna mess you up. Alright, now we know that the spawns are working, so that is awesome. So regardless of what happens, you know, we're gonna be able to do some work here, so. Hopefully this is not on the other side of a stupid chasm. That would really suck. And maybe the strange signal, I mean, we don't know what it is. It could be any number of things. Now, here's the thing I'm going to mention, though. It's an... Oh. Nope. I thought that was wheat. It's not. Okay, so unknown means it's probably not going to shoot at me, so that's good. But it doesn't change the fact that there are things on this planet that could get you. So we need some weapons, or at least something. Hopefully it's got a weapon system we could salvage and throw onto the rover to protect us a little bit from the rocks. Well, the lightning will require us to have a decoy. So, but yeah, we don't have that. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm watching to see if anything else pops up. I think it might be really good to dig a hole and bury our rover when the lightning comes. Hopefully it's got something we can do to try to help mitigate it. You need a decoy or a radio decoy. That'll draw the lightning away from your structure. Otherwise, you're going to be fixing it a lot. It's really annoying. Which is why a mobile base is going to be so much of a challenge, guys. I did this once before with lightning. Lightning I generally don't use because, honestly, it's just more annoying than anything else when it damages your stuff or fries you and you don't have a respawn point, or it hits your respawn, then hits you. Then it's game over really fast. But I wanted this to be a really challenging playthrough, and we can always take the lightning off if it's really annoying. Alright, let's lock it so that if we lose sight of it, we can still... Alright, what do we got? It's a strange signal. Don't know what exactly it is, but we'll check it out here. I don't see... Yeah, we'll take that off. We don't need that on there. We can see it just fine. Alright, so looks like we got a... Oh, we got a turbine. Nice. Please don't hurt me. Come closer, no stop, finally. What in the hell is up with you? What in the world? Alright, this is weird, but I'll take it. Alright, okay, so these are barrels. We can take the barrels and use those to upgrade our vehicle. Nothing in there. Okay, what do we got in here? Anything? No, let's see. What in the hell? That's so weird. Okay. Alright, what do we got? What was in there? Okay, what do we got? Message from a friend. And we got some components. Alright, what's this friend say? I've been watching you since you arrived. I've seen you struggle, seen you thrive, seen you die. We've done this before, you and I, and we'll do it again. Maybe you don't understand. You always seem to forget, and I always remember, but every time it hurts me, like it did the first time, I'll never let you go. Okay, this is weird. Like, what in the... This is like freaky town. Okay, first of all, this thing's pretty low to the ground. A lot of... I think that this is definitely something that I don't think we can actually like turn into our mobile base, which is what I was kind of hoping for. And if we try to, I don't see, yeah, whatever power is underneath here, we can't really pull that out. So I think what we're gonna have to do is, wait, what? What was that? What the hell? Okay, this place is really weird. I jumped on there in case there was a spider or something. Okay, so we're gonna do 2 barrels on this, because we had we had 3 boxes, so we can do 3 barrels. All right, so let's because you can do barrels in small grid. You can't do boxes in small grid, can you? You can. Oh, okay. Huh. Well, oh, that's right. With the new update, you can do that. All right. But what I need? Oh, okay. So we need to build. So we got a barrel and a freight container. All right. So we can do barrel. All right. Let's do the barrel up here. All right, and then freaky thing. All right, what the hell? Uh-huh. A ghost. Really? Okay, that's about weird, guys. Okay, a ghost. Okay, we'll grab some components here. We might find these useful. Oh yeah, power cells. Outstanding. Okay, so what in the... Okay, wait. If there's... Is there a... Do we have a projector down here? Well, first things first. Let's get the rest of our storage on the back of this thing. Don't want to lollygag because that leads to problems. Okay, we got a box on this side. And then we got a box on this side right here. We don't have any kind of, we don't have the, a cargo container, so we're just going to make do with these. Huh. That is freakily weirdo. I'm going to take this bottom out of here. Nope, nothing. I don't know, it must be buried in here. What do we got here? Scaffolding, scaffold frame. Yeah. I don't know where that is, so we're just going to take some of these. And we're just going to run over here. And I can't really transport this up here. I'm hoping it... No, it's not going to fall down. Alright, no problem. Oh, did I mention that we're really not supposed to use our... This is a no backpack scenario, so... Because, you know, it's too easy. We're going to go ahead and take all those. Uh-oh. We better be running now. pause made me think, what's going on, guys? Honestly, I'm a little nervous. Alright, let's go ahead and offload these materials in here. And then we'll offload these materials in here. We're going to be a little back heavy, but that's fine. Alright, well, this is what we got. So let's go ahead and do that, and let's get rolling. Oh, before we go any further, let's go ahead and adjust our wheel suspension. This is why I really wanted to find a trade station really fast, because at least we could have a place that... why am I doing that? Wheel. I'm like, where? And it's like, my brain is like, I'm on the edge here, guys. It's like crazy. We'll hit brake there. We're going to up the strength in this thing so that we can handle it. Up the power on this so we can handle that too. Alright, let's go. Whoa! Yep. Yep, that's pretty... Yeah, we need to do something about that. That's gonna be a bit much. Like, really. Honestly, that's gonna be so heavy it's not even funny. I wonder if we can... is there a spot where maybe we can do it on this side? That might actually be better. Can we put a barrel here? Oh, we can if we take off one of these. Alright, now let's try. See if we can fit it on here. Yep, right here. I wonder if I put that there, yeah. Alright, that's where we're going to put it then. It's just too imbalanced if we do it the other way. And since this is on our thing here, we're going to go with that. There we go. And then we're going to pull these off out of here. And we'll take that off of here, and we'll do the same thing on this side. We got enough oxygen, I'm not too worried. And this will give us our storage capabilities right now, simply because, you know, that's what we got available. And then, there we go. All right. And then the rest of this can go on to here. Hopefully we can find ourselves a trade station and sell some of this stuff and get some money. All right, let's go. Yeah, see, now we're a little bit more balanced. Okay, so we press on. Night driving, it's really dark. I like this Milky Way skybox, though. It makes it really pretty, I think. But we really don't know where we're going. But we gotta press on because, you know, we need to find what we need to find. Ideally, we could find a facility that's not going to shoot us, that's elevated enough for us to make it into our mobile base, and then at that point, we can begin to turn it into a mobile scrap base. Barring that, we can build our own scrap base, but we're going to need to have some material to salvage to do it. I mean, we could do it now, but we just don't have it. Well, could we go back to that thing, and would that provide us with enough material? No, because here's the problem. We don't have any way of generating oh, wait. Yeah, we don't have any... You know what we should have done? Well, let's go straight for a while here. So if we see ice, then we could have a hydrogen engine, and that would give us the ability to be able to... okay, this is looking very, very rugged. Give us the ability to be able to build our base and use the power cells we just got from that base to be able to... wow, this is very dangerous. I don't even know where I'm going. It's literally so dark. Alright, we're gonna pause for a second here. So, I guess if we go back, I don't know that there's enough material to be successful in being able to build the mobile base, because here's the thing. Okay, so we can do the structural stuff, which could set us up with the framework. We have the wheels, but was there enough material there to be able to build our mobile base? Huh. I don't know. If we because we'd have to tear this base apart to do it. To tear a rover apart and get a different rover to do our salvaging. Yeah. I think we did probably the best thing we could. So let's press on and see what else we can find. Besides, I don't even know for sure if we could make it back to it again because it doesn't have any markers. Even though this is incredibly slow going and dangerous. It could be a crevasse at any point and we aren't even going to see it right away. Okay, let's keep on rolling here. But, oh man, we should have done it, guys. Because we could have hid underneath it and let any kind of weather get us, but yeah, okay. Alright, we're going this way. We're going in the gap between these two things. Hopefully it doesn't turn into a crevasse and then we have a really bad day. Oh my gosh, it's so dark. It's like, oh, it's insane. Oh man, I just don't, I'm not seeing anything out here. I think if I remember right, when I did Pertam once before, the trade stations were like 40 clicks away from each other, and I don't know where we are in the middle of all that. And I don't even know if they spawned properly because of the update. So, well, we're gonna press on though. We're gonna see what we got, see how it goes. Oh, come on, you know, gotta watch for like a sudden dip or something. It's like... Now, I don't think that there's any unpowered spawns, but there might be. And that could be a surprise too, but I don't think so. God, it's so dark. I'm not seeing anything out here at all. Like, I'm nervous to be driving that way because I can't see anything beyond just a few meters ahead of us, and can't really go that fast, but we want to cover a bunch of ground so we can get to another spawn. I don't remember, I don't know if any of you guys know what the range is between spawns, but I think if I remember correctly, I've seen them where they were 6 kilometers in one direction and 6 kilometers in another. So maybe we can get far enough away from that one where we can encounter another spawn, preferably one that's not hostile, but has some resources that we could use. We'll go this way around it. I don't relish the idea of going up and over a big giant hill if we can help it. But I also don't want to fall in a hole. Uh-oh. Well, that means one of two things. Either something spawned, or something's going to try to make our day really horrible. Hopefully it's a friendly spawn or something useful. Alright, well, looks like we're going to be up on a hill again. Gotta watch out, because these hills sometimes are more than just a hill. You know, you don't want to... Because I've just... Good gravy, it's so dark. I don't know what spawned. Hopefully it's something good, I don't know. Now, if this doesn't... Well, I shouldn't say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not saying it. Nope. I'm not giving Clang the fuel to make our scrapping a little bit more complicated. It's already pretty dang complicated. Alright, come on. Where is there? It's almost impossible to see anything out here. But here's the thing. I don't want to, you know, this isn't exactly the safest place to be working on your rover either. Night times when bad things pop up. I'd prefer to do it with the cover of a weapon system. Okay, I see the hills off to the side here. Alright, we're going down the hill again, alright. Okay, we're gonna... Good gravy. Look how dark it is, guys. I mean, it is like pitch black out there, man. Wow. Like, I know you guys can't see squat, and it's really hard to stream when you can't see anything. And look, that's the view. We literally are like only seeing directly in front of us, so we've got to be very careful we don't drive off a cliff. As a matter of fact, we could make, well, no, well, we can't make components, but we can we can make tools though. Make them by, well, I don't know. I never really thought about in my scrapyard what the contents are like, you know, the tools. Like if you have like do you make your tools? Can you make tools? You can't make components because that has to be salvaged from things you find. So, No, I got to think on that for a second because, yeah, I think that for this scrapyard playthrough, it's silly if we find an assembler or a survival kit that it doesn't do anything. Like that doesn't even make sense. So my thought is that survival kits and assemblers and refineries are capable of functioning, but they cannot make components, and because we need to go to a trade station to get components or salvage them, or you know, and I think it puts it where we can, you know, have a little bit more fun. Uh-oh, what is that? Oh man, not a space pirate. That is exactly what we don't want to find. Really? We can't take those guys on. Man, did we have to find pirates? Like seriously? Let's go this way. Get us some distance between us and them. Maybe we can find something that's not a pirate. Because we're not in a position to fight them. I got a pistol with 3 magazines of basic low caliber ammo. We have no guns, barely any supplies, and if we go against that, we'll be respawning, and that'll be one of our 3, and I'd prefer not to do that. So let's go this way. Let's give us some distance. Hopefully, okay. Alright, so what was that all about? We're moving, so does that mean something popped up that's... Are we being chased, maybe? No? Hopefully we can find something that's more useful than pirates trying to kill us. Okay, we got a good save. Yeah, no pirates, man. It's just not. We're not ready for that. I need an armored vehicle for that kind of behavior, or at least something with guns. But here's the beauty of it, though. If you take on pirates, you know you're going to get scrap, you know you're going to get components, and who knows, you might find some good salvage. Some stuff you need for your base, or stuff you need to sell. Here's the thing, too. By doing trade, we also have the ability with the new economy system, hopefully we can find a trade station and see if that works. But if we can find the trade station, then maybe we could sell some of the vehicles we find and some of the grids, you know. We could even sell some of the salvage, because it does say grids. It doesn't specifically say when you sell salvage, because I saw it in a different tree. Daggone it. I can't see squat. Like, seriously, guys. Alright, we're driving, and we still aren't seeing anything. Okay, pirates are out of the line of sight now. Okay, what else are we gonna... It's a salvage yard, though. That would have been a really good grab. But I know for a fact that it would probably bring in at least 1 drone. And if I remember if I remember correctly, those salvage yards have a turret-mounted gat that's way up high, with a wide field of view, and there's no way you're going to approach it and not get hit. It's just, uh-oh. What's the weather? Dust storm. Okay. As long as it's not the lightning kind, we're good. Because if it's the lightning kind, we need to fly as fast as we can away from the storm. Because that is not the weather we need. Oh, I'm not so sure. This is, you know, it's bad enough that we're doing this at night. That Pertam's throwing a dust storm at us. I just don't want to drive off a cliff. As a matter of fact, you know, for a safety measure, since we agreed we can create equipment and tools with our device, if we've got the materials for it, I think a parachute might not be a bad idea. Why do I feel like we're on top of a ridge that's about to turn into a big problem? Okay. Alright, so let's sit and tight here, and we're going to use our survival kit, because we can't make components, and we can't process dirt, but we can... let's see, we can make some equipment, which means let's make a couple of these. How about 3 of them? That way, we've got them on hand in case we need them. And that makes a lot of sense, actually. And that would also mean that we could... Oh, wait. Okay, I can make RV3 ammo, but I can't make an RV3? Oh, that's from that mod. Oh, wait, I can if I have platinum. Huh. Really? An RV3 puts out a lot more firepower. Uh-oh. hate it when it does that pause. Now, where did I have platinum at? I thought we picked up some platinum in one of our cases outside. We can't see unless we go out there. Alright, well, I got this really creepy feeling if we go outside, we're going to have a big problem, so let's not. Alright, is that a save game pause, or a we've got something coming up pause? Alright, we're going up. We're in the dunes, so ice is not going to be found. In case you were curious, you do not find ice in the dunes unless you're lucky enough to find a uh-oh. Okay. There for a second I thought I couldn't turn my wheels. That's not good. God dang, man. Yeah, it's dust storm still. But I wonder if we've got some platinum on hand, I'm pretty sure we picked up some sort of extra ores. Come on, there's got to be something else besides pirates out here and creepy haunted sheds in the middle of nowhere. Okay, that was creepy, like really, like next level creepy, I'm serious. Like there is some weird stuff going on this planet. Oh man, that is some creep central stuff, man. And I do have a plan in case the economy doesn't, if for some reason this doesn't accept the economy 2 updates, economy stations, I do have a mod that's obsolete that I used before the update that may work to get us some economy stuff, but we'll see how it goes. You know, we just got to find a station somewhere on here, and eventually, I'm pretty sure we will find one. I'm just trying to figure out where. Oh, we just need a like a nice obsolete, lost, abandoned, elevated structure. That's what we need. But we need it with enough parts where we can actually like use it for our mobile base. Or we could at least salvage enough parts to be able to make the mobile base out of it. And here's the other thing I was thinking, guys, because mechanical is an option, that does mean that we can kind of supergrid stuff too. So we could take and put a piston in place attached to a rotor that attaches with this battery, and we could bring this battery up until we find enough power cells to make a large grid battery for the base as well. So that is always an option too, and you know, that sort of thing. Although we can't use a connector unless we find a connector, we can still, you know, there's still ways to do things. You just got to be more creative, which is why I like Scrapyard. Oh look, does that mean the dust storm is still going on, but I can see sky. That's good. That means we might be getting out of it. Hopefully not into something worse, but hopefully something better, like clear skies and some sort of salvage out here. Alright, back up and down. We're in the dunes. Nothing out here so far. Hopefully when dawn comes, we're going to see something really good. That'd be really cool. Ideally, we just stumble across this trade base. That would be, you know, perfect scenario, but hard to say. Good gravy. You can't see any unpowered grids out here when it's dark like this either. Wow. Nothing. Well, at least we've got, I'm gonna put, let's do something really stupid. Let's do this while we're driving. It's like using your cell phone while you're driving. You don't want to be on your menu while you're rolling down in the dust and desert in the dark when anything could pop up. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and pause. Okay. Pull up here a little bit further up on this hill. Alright. Alright, now I want to see, do we have, nope, not in there. What about in here? Ah, yes, we do have some of those. Okay, that's weird. Alright, let's hop in here. I'm confused. We have platinum, we have that. Now, it says that in order to make this, you need platinum. Okay, so it pulled the platinum out, so we can do that. Okay, so what does it need to make the ammunition for that? Oh, magnesium powder. I don't think we picked up magnesium powder. No, we did not. Oh, we did. Ha! Oh, good. Well, that's awesome, guys, because now we can actually do this, and that's going to work out nicely. Get a little better weapon in case we run into problems. Actually, we're going to do 20 rounds. Hopefully we have enough. I'm pretty sure we'll have enough. Now the question is, can we pull that since it's ammo? Oh, we can! Sweet. Oh yeah. Okay, now I feel a little bit better being out here with whatever pops up on us, because we do have creepy crawlies out here. But we'll see how it goes. If we're lucky, we won't be hassled by them, but there's always a chance. So there are two different types of beasties we can run into out here. I don't know for sure if they will give us meat or if they'll give us components. So we'll have to see what comes up. And you guys, I'm not going to tell you what it is unless you've seen the mod list. You're not going to know for sure. So we'll see how it goes. Right now I just want to find a trade station or a suitable salvage that we could utilize as materials to build our base with. But it would be nice if dawn would come. Man. We're literally... Okay, I'm not gonna lie, guys. It kind of freaks me out when those bushes come out of nowhere. Okay, this is crazy, guys. Where in the world is all the stuff? I know there's like ruined ships and derelict buildings and smashed up vehicles somewhere on this planet. We apparently are on the spot where they're not. So we'll have to keep pressing on. Judging from what I'm seeing up ahead, it looks like we're coming up on what potentially could be some canyons, or possibly even some rough terrain, so we gotta really be careful here. I can kind of make it out over to the right a little bit. Oh no. No, no. We're not sticking around for that. We gotta find some cover from that. It looks like we're about to get blasted with meteors. Alright, we got grass. Alright, that's cool. Alright, we're pressing forwards. Where are those meteors at? I don't hear them, so we must have missed that particular detail. I'm okay with that. They can not hit me. That would be great. Wow, where is the trade stations and the salvage? Oh wait, what do we got here? Imperial Commerce. Oh no. Imperial Commerce. A damaged antenna. Okay. Well, that's a problem. Because a damaged antenna probably means that it... Yeah. Okay, so they sometimes will shoot... Usually, a lot of times, they'll shoot at you if it does that. So... Let's see here. 1 second, guys. Alright. So, that's tricky because we want unknowns because that will possibly shoot at us. On the other hand, you know it's going to have a weapon system that we could use. Oh my gosh, guys. I don't know what I'm going to do here. Good gravy. Okay, let's, oh, good gravy. I really want to check it out. Let's go check it out. Let's see how it goes. If it does a defense protocol, we're gonna hightail it the other direction because we just are not in a position to take on a well-defended derelict. I mean, it's just not gonna happen. But let's kind of check it out. See if we can get close to it. Hopefully, dawn comes up and we'll be able to get a really good look at it. That would be great. But if it says defense protocols pop up or anything like that, we're running because, yeah. I'm preferring not to use my jetpack. I'd like it to be a no jetpack situation, so I'm on the fence about whether to even turn it, you know, leave it on or not. It's nice to have it on for, you know, like admin purposes, but on the other hand, it is a temptation if you're trying to not have it on. I haven't found a mod that's good for console that will keep it so that when you're on a planet in a gravity well you don't have it, but when you're in space you do. That would be a perfect mod. So if anybody out there does mods, that would be amazing if we had that on the mod.io for those of us on console. I'm sure there's one on Steam, but yeah. Alright, we're closing on this damaged antenna by IMCO. I don't really want to piss them off, but at the same token, I also would like to get some stuff. Like, materials would be good. Preferably enough that we can build our mobile base. So, let's see here. Why do I feel like this is going to be a cliff or some stupid thing? Yep. Wow, really? We're doing a cliff today? All right. Okay, so we have an entire... Wow. Oh, goodness. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're gonna go up there and get and check it out. Like when it's a freaking up on a mountain. Wow. Well, let's go this way and see if we can find a way up, but I really don't know that we can. Well, we'll see if we can here. Sometimes these cliffs have like lower parts up here. Alright, we're gonna give it a go. Ready, steady, up we go. Alright, we're up. Okay, now where is this thing that is supposedly up here? I don't want to get so close that it like tries to kill us, but I also want to, of course, watch it be on the other side of another chasm. That would really be frustrating. Okay, there you are. Alright, and... it is on the other side of a freaking... Are you kidding me? Oh, wow. Dude, that's not nice, man. That's not nice. Okay, we're going back the way we came because apparently that is on the other side of the cliff. So let's figure out. Let's see. I'm pretty sure we came up here. So let's go back down over here. And yeah. So we want to get to the bottom of this cliff without falling. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to see. Oh gosh, why? Why, Pertam, why? Why are you doing this to me? Dust, another dust storm. Oh man. And we can't see how steep it is either. Oh, there's the rock. Okay, now I know where I'm at. Okay, alright, we're back down again. Ah, thank goodness for that rock. Alright. So, that turned out to be really annoying. So, you know what we're going to do, guys? We're going to follow that cliff face because I have a pretty good idea that this thing is going to go right along the side, and hopefully it'll put us right where we can go up and check this thing out. Maybe it's a damaged antenna, so maybe it's not going to be hostile, but I've found a lot of times faction-based salvage, you got a good chance it's going to be hostile. So let's check it out. And who knows, maybe something else will pop up that will be an unknown, which is a lot less hostile. Just want enough salvage to get our thing going on here. Alright, we're coming around the cliff face, okay. Got some trees. It's nice to be down in these things, but on the other hand... Okay, so you're over here. So let's see what we got over here. We get a little closer, maybe. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing if we have to walk, you know, like a few hundred meters just to see what's going on there, but I'd rather not be on foot in case, you know, something unpleasant shows up and then I have to run like a lunatic. Oh, this could actually work out nicely. It might not even be on one of those things. It may be out here, which would be really perfect, actually. Got to be careful, though, because Pertam likes to throw you off cliffs a lot. It's one of its favorite things. Thanks for joining, by the way. Thank you. All right, let's see here. Bushes, good to go. Okay. Alright, we're closing in on it. With this dust, it's so hard to see. Okay, it looks like we're in some dunes. Hopefully it's in the middle of some sand dunes, and then we can, and hopefully it's not hostile. That would be ideal, because then we could maybe get some salvage that we can use. Of course, it'd be cool if it was a downed ship and we could salvage enough to make an aircraft. That would be really cool. Okay. It's neutral, but is it going to be a problem? Okay. I don't want to risk anything if we don't have to. And I can't see. I can't see if it's god dang. I don't know if... Okay, we're right on the edge of weapons. Maybe it... Uh-oh. What do we got? Yeah, it's dust storm. Wonder if we should go on foot. Maybe we will. Let's drop the... let's see. Can we... No, we can't because we have this stupid thing. Okay. Yeah, that was dumb. Alright, what we're gonna do? We're gonna run over here. Uh-oh. Something spawning. I don't like this. Oh, yep. Yep, we're gone. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. 3. 4. Alright, this just got really unpleasant here. Really? On top of my... Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna go in and see if it's got guns. Because apparently the spiders have decided that we are good food. I told you there was creepy crawlies, guys. Please don't shoot. Yep, it's a down ship. Oh yeah, okay, it's a downed hopper. Alright, cool. That'll give us some materials that we need. And I can go right here. And I think... Really? I think I'm outside of the firing range of that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yep, can't get me. And neither can that. Okay, so this annoying bug is our problem child. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Alright, so here's the deal. We're going to grind this down to get really close to that weapon, and then we're going to take over. Okay, now that weapon can't hurt us. So let's hack that weapon, and then we can use that to take out the... hopefully it's got ammo on it, and we can use that to our advantage to take out those bugs for now. So let's see here. We have no access point there. Okay. Can we get to... Let's see. What if we come up on... What if we... Daggone it. Okay, so now... Can we somehow or another... Oh, yeah. Right up here. Okay, we can access it. Outstanding. Alright, let's see if there's any ammo in it. There is. Okay, good. Now the bugs are going to get something. We'll put it on our deal, but let's go ahead and idle move it. Okay. And let's take off neutrals. Enable, and we're going to skip it to go to default. And enemies. Now, it should kill any bugs that show up. Alright, now we do have a weapon down there, which we need to be careful when we go that way. So yeah, that's the thing. Nope, no bugs. Okay, cool. Alright, so what we're going to do with this is I do not want that functional, so let's go ahead and knock it out. Okay, so we need access in here. So probably my best access point is going to be right here. Yeah, they're not going to like me too much, but that's fine. It is what it is, right? Okay, what do we got in here? Anything? Oh, look, good. We got some good food. Let's grab that. What do we got in here? Money. So that tells me that the economy is on. It's just a matter of finding the stations. What has this guy got on him? He's got... Oh, yeah, nice. I'll take those. But... Okay, access denied. So is that... Oh, it's a completely... Ooh. You know what we could do, guys? If we can salvage the battery off of the back of this... Oh, we got to be careful, though. Okay, if we can salvage the battery off of this, and we could build off of it, we could build ourselves our... I think we've got enough materials here. If we tear down our rover to get our mobile base in place, because we got the 4 wheels on the rover, and that would do it. So what else we got on here? Let's check it out. Okay, we got... Oh, good. Metal plates. What else is on here? Anything? Any power cells? Oh, what's this? Relative. Okay, what do we got? I fought a Sabroid last week. That was more interesting, but you can't put it in a museum. Sending you the sample. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Alright, fair enough. Now, what is in here? Okay, we got one thing. Oh, good. Radiation medicine. We'll take it. Okay, so I don't... You know, here's the problem. I don't know what the trade station is here, guys. I don't know if it's a IMCO or not. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to camp out in here for just 1 second. I will be right back, guys, because Mother Nature is calling my name. Okay, I'm back, guys. Thank you so much for being patient. And what'd I miss? Doesn't look like much. Okay, so we're gonna come back over here because we're covered, at least by this one. Let's see. We've got plenty of really nice thrusters. Okay, we do have a large cargo container, which means we can definitely gives us the ability to have a cargo container, which is nice. A broadcast controller, it's nice for Grable for me, but... And then there's these timer blocks, which can be useful, and there's the event controller, which is also useful. Huh. Alright. Okay, I am trying very hard to get up on this thing. But you are not being cooperative, are you? Alright, fine. You want to play that game? No problem. This is what we're gonna do. Since you want to play tough, I'll just do this. Alright, now. Ooh, what's in here? Anything? Now, here's a good thing. We got a connector. You know, there's some really good stuff we can salvage off of this. The trick is going to be where the battery is. There's got to be a battery in here somewhere, but where? Yikes! Okay, well apparently we've done enough to make that little miniature gun really pissed off at us. So, oh, good gravy. Alright, you know what? They're just gonna be smart about it. Alright, you wanna play shooty shooty? No problem. This is how we're gonna fix this. Now, you can't be shooty shooty. We will, however, attach this onto the other side of this until we figure out what we're going to do. That way we got good coverage in case Saberoids show up. But you want to shoot up stuff, huh? Oh, wow! It has a reactor! Okay, that changes things a little bit. And where is the battery in this? I don't know. What was it shooting at? I don't know. Alright, let's find out where I can place that for now. There we go. Good. Alright, so we're going to have it so it does not hit small ships, large ships, or stations. Because we want this thing to kill bugs or whatever else might show up. There we go. Okay, good. Because we don't want to damage our salvage. Okay, so... Uh-oh. Speak of the devil, and there it is. Ah, meat. Ah, good. We could always use meat. That's always a handy thing. We can't cook it yet, but hey, why not? Alright, we need to get going with this project, like, now. Okay, so... We got the 4 wheels there, so what we really need, honestly... I don't want to lose this to a despawn. No grids, no steel plates. Just steel plates, more steel plates. There's nothing gritty about it. It is a large thruster though, but I don't know. I don't know that well, we might need it for... Yeah, we might need it. I don't know. We'll see. Uh-oh. Why? Oh, no! No! Oh my... You've got to be kidding me! That's what you were shooting? No! Oh, dude. Not cool, man. You killed me. Okay. Alright, let's find the... We have some power cells. Oh, come on. Really? I swear they smell blood in the water. Alright. We can fix it. We can fix this. Okay, good. Now we have... At least we have... our respawn location set up. Frickin' hell. I was wondering what they were shooting. Now we know. Stupid. Alright, so we need to get this thing built. Our mobile base. Okay, that's structural, so we can actually take that out. Where is the battery? Because I want to incorporate that battery. There's got to be a... Is there no battery in this? How is there not a battery in this? There has to be a battery in this. Oh, crap. Oh, wait. There you are. There's the battery right there. Alright, so here's the battery. So if we have the battery there... I think we can do this. I think we can make our mobile base. Because here's what I'm thinking, guys. We're gonna, we'll start the... Really? How much ammo do you still have, Mr. I'm gonna shoot every bloody thing? You know what we need to do? Oh, wait. First of all, we need to hack this. Okay, so we're gonna hack this. And what's in here? Oh! Look at that, guys! Perfect! We have enough power cells now. Oh, wait, what's this? Technical blueprints. Ah. Where is that going? Deliver technical 176 kilometers. Well, here's the thing. These are contract tasks, so that has got to be a trade station there. So we know everything is good to go. We just have to find it. Okay, so if this is going to be... Okay, so I'm thinking the front is going to be over here somewhere. And then we'll take it straight out the back that way. So let's do a... Let's keep the large cargo container where it's at, and we'll do a... Oh, shoot. Okay. That has no computer components, so we should be able to build that. Yeah. See, originally I was thinking, let's do our scrapyard stuff, ow, with things that have to do with only 3 categories: heavy armor, light armor, structures, armor, structure, and mechanical. But when I look at the logistics here, I see that there's materials like these junctions that you don't need to, you know, well, you still have to salvage the small steel tubes, but you should be able to build it without a problem. So my thought is, ow. Now with mechanical, on the other hand, you do have to use computer components for them. You know what, guys? We're just going to use the computer component thing. And that's going to be the scrapyard rules. It just makes more sense, honestly speaking. So that's what we're going to do. If it has computers, you're going to have to salvage it. If it does not, then you can build it. And that's really the easiest way to go. And we still have to salvage the... we still have to scrap the components. So, alright. So that being said, and we'll put that in writing too once we get... something set up. So yeah, fun times. Let's go ahead and and start building this thing. So let's go to logistics. We're going to use the conveyor junction. I'm going to stick that right there. Okay, now this is going to have to go. Now this could be a problem if we get lightning. Still, I'm on the fence about that. Oh, wait. Is this a windstorm or a lightning storm? Let's check this out. It's a sandstorm. Alright, no problem then. That's not as bad as what I was hoping it was not. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this. I want to get this one out of here. Okay, now let's see here. Alright, now that's pretty close to the ground there. I don't know. That actually might be too far forward because we need to get wheels on this thing. May have to do some excavating on this side to do it. Alright, so that hopefully will provide us with enough to do. Let's go ahead and get a steel plate in place. Alright, armor plate here. Ow. Damn. Good gravy, this is brutal. Alright, let's get over here and get some health. Oh, this windstorm's brutal, guys. It's just absolutely brutal. Even though I know this small grid battery is going to be a bit of a waste. I mean, I wanted mechanical so we could be able to utilize subgrids and stuff like that, but I don't know. I feel like once you start that slippery slope of, well, this is not included, then it becomes a bit of a problem, so. But I like the idea of being able to merge stuff together to other things. And now, I wonder, can you get power from something that is mag-locked to it? I don't think you can. Alright. So we'll get that in place, and then I want to get this on there too. And that is going to be what I'm thinking. Well, I want something that goes across the side here, but maybe we'll do that after we get a wheel in place. Oh, it's going to need to be a lot deeper than that. I like doing the 3x wheels. Oh, wait. I didn't want to do that. Alright. Ooh, that was a... Did that have grids? It did. Nice. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and see if we can get a wheel on there. And then if we do, we're going to grind it off of the off-road wheel. Oh yeah, look how big that is. Yeah. We're going to really need to dig deep on this one, guys. Wow. Okay. Well, it gives us an idea of where to go with this. Oh no. Now there are disadvantages to using a large grid, what boils down to a large grid rover as your mobile base. On Pertam, it primarily is those ginormous gorges that are on the planet in places. Oh look, we get some sunshine, how nice. Oh yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough. This one wheel is going to be the one that's the problem. I know that because all the other wheels will not be that much of a problem. Motors are not an issue with the hopper. Oh, snap, you know what we need to do? Since we are taking over that, we probably should claim this grid. Now, we can only claim grids if we are going to merge that with another grid, or in the case of this grid, we're going to take it over. So we are claiming this PCU as ours, so every little bit of it, because we're going to be using it for our we're going to be scrapping the entire thing and salvaging it up for use as our base. So let's see, can we get a wheel in that? No, we cannot. Why? What is the problem here? Still not deep enough, huh? Alright, let's see, probably this up here needs to be out of the way. If one single bit of grid, voxel is in the way of this wheel, in a square area, it will not show up. It's really kind of annoying, honestly. Alright, and I don't even know if we have enough materials to even make the wheels for this, so... Large grid use a lot of steel pipes. And we're effectively cutting off our feet with removing that starter rover because, you know, it's the only thing we got. Alright, so we got a wheel on there. Good. Now we can move on to the next part, which is going to be... Okay, so we're going to take and run this way, this way. Now the nice thing here is that we're able to see, you know, what we're doing as far as being able to get things on there. Let's see here. We're going to do now I want to go only as far as here. Of course. Inventory is full. Alright, let's go ahead and weld this up as much as we can. I mean, we might as well. And this also means, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, we have to go grind the wheel off of our rover. This is gonna be interesting. Alright, bye-bye wheel. Yeah, while we're at it, we might as well take off. We might as well take this whole thing off. I mean, it only makes sense. Alright, and all this gets applied to this wheel here, so let's go ahead and apply it. Alright, I think we're good on this wheel. I think we're fully welded up. Yep, okay, good. Let's walk around the back here so that we can... Oh! Okay, that's right. There's our little salvage issue. Okay. Looking for a spot where we can set up a walkway so we can get up there without having to deal with, you know, issues. Let's see. Oh, here we go. We'll just use this. There we go. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this off of here. I want to get this back end out so we can get the rest of this other part out. Alright, cool. Now we can run this out to where we are going to put the other wheel. And that other wheel should be a heck of a lot easier, I'm hoping. I'm thinking we're going to take this out quite a ways. So let's go ahead and go out this far, this far. Figure we'll take it out as far as we can, that where we can get the wheel attached. Because the way I figure it, that gives us an idea of what kind of area our base is going to cover. Nope, not far enough, huh? That's interesting. Okay, I don't know that I want to go further out than that. So let's see how far... It does angle up, so... we should be able to get a wheel on this thing out this far, I'm thinking. Yep, there we go. Nice. Alright. That takes care of that part. Now let's... can we reach up high enough to run the light armor out further? We can. Alright, let's take it out. Alright, let's see here. 1, 2, 3. And that should be high enough. Can we reach it? We can. Alright. So that means we're high enough where we can reach out and put the other wheel in place too. Alright, cool. So there's that one. Alright. This is good. Let's go ahead and grind this all down. Get these components. Oh snap, we gotta eat some food. We got food, we got rations. Alright, this is good. Yeah, we gotta get this part of it Oh, let's get back here. Come on. Hooray! Alright, this is good. Let's get a restart here of life. Alright, this is brilliant, guys. So we're going to sit tight for just 1 second in here. We're going to definitely be able to get our mobile base up and running, and that's going to be really good. But we still have to get to the... we still got more stuff we need to do. But this is going to be good, really good. I'm excited. I'm excited so much because we really, really, like, needed this. But we do need to set it up so that we have the capability to get decoys and stuff like that, or at least have something in place where we don't have to worry too much about, you know, certain things. Now I want to keep the components handy that we need, you know. We got the wheels, we'll pull those off the rover. Alright, let's go ahead and walk around this, get a little frame. It's basically just like making a rover, except we're doing a platform. Please don't do what I think you're gonna do. Alright, gonna put this here. Okay, cool. Now the thing I like is the fact that we have that reactor. That is golden, but I do not want it down there. No way. No, we want that elevated, but we need to make sure. I want to try to cover this over with a heavy, heavy armor cover because of that whole problem with potential aerial issues. That's what we're going to call it. Aerial issues, guys. Okay, so underneath here is a vent controller. We're going to move that. You know what? I think we might do a let's do an angle up like this, and then we'll do a we'll do a an I-beam in the middle. That'll give us a little bit of a what? Oh my gosh! Seriously? We got where's our? Okay, good. Phew. Okay, the radiation of that sun has gotten really brutal all of a sudden, and boy, we were cranking up the radiation fast. Oh, that's right. To make it even harder, guys, I did set the radiation levels to ridiculously medium levels of radiation, so I didn't think about it, but yeah, that's radiation's going to be a problem, and the sun's out. But you know what? That's okay. Oh wait, I don't want side to side like that. Okay, let's get a little bit more crispy kelp crisps. Okay, I want to get these in place. There we go, like that, and there, and we'll do it there for now. Okay, so now because we have that in place, we're just gonna set this over here. So we're gonna go over to here. Now, this is not placed where it's gonna go. This is actually gonna be placed as salvage. So we're gonna put that back here. But, oops, but first things first. Let's go ahead and we're gonna weld this end up. Okay. So where is this, let's see, we want automation. Okay, event controller. Event controller. Timer. Okay, cool. Because we're about to grind out that so that we can do something else. Alright. So that's out of the place, and then come on, do. All right, cool. Yep, it's thinking. Okay. Really? Okay, so this is where we have on the other side, that's where we have a battery. So, the way I see it, this is where we're going to put the battery from the rover. And since the battery from the rover, I prefer warfare batteries, but since the battery of the rover is going to be scrap, torn apart, but we're actually going to salvage it. So we do have extra power cells, so that's where that's going to go there, and once we salvage it, we'll put it there. Let's see here. Let's go to where is our connectors? Okay, connector there. And we'll go ahead and get that welded up a little bit. Okay, good. That means the wheel's going to go out, so we need to get rid of all this. Okay, we definitely want that thruster. So we've got 1, 2, 3 medium thrusters and a large thruster. We'll throw those on the back half of things. So let's throw these. I don't know. We may use them. We may not. I don't know. But it's also a good thing to have on hand because, you know, we might do a flyer and it could be useful. So let's see here. 1 and 2 and we got one like, let's see. All right, so all right, we'll put it right here. And that will cover this, this, and this. All right, cool. Oh, there's a large one too. The large one, I don't know. I think the large ones will grind down for parts. I mean, we could use it if we wanted to, but I'm kind of leaning towards parts for those to fill in for other stuff. Even though if we do a flyer, you know, we might need it. I mean, it's possible, but I don't know. It's pretty damaged. But it would be nice to have, well, I guess we could just throw it back here. I mean, worst case scenario, we end up not, you know, we end up not using it and it just kind of sits there. Unable to, oh, because it's facing the wrong way, that's why. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing, you know, it's one of those things. God dang, we are hungry as all heck, but you know what? We're building stuff, and that's... Alright. Oh. Alright, so let's go ahead and get that.
Energy low. Medium storm inbound.
Of course there is. Why wouldn't there be? Alright, let's get the wheels off of this. So I'm thinking, let's see here. We got to go past that point. Let's see. We are where the battery is. We are one past the battery. Yes, we are. So we're going to need to go in here. And one past the battery, well, that would be right here. And that is the scrap and the pieces of stuff, which need to go into something. We have to have access to the cargo pod, I think, because this is, yeah, that's full. So, do we have access if we... Can we get in there? Just a little bit? Yeah, okay, good. Alright, so let's go ahead and dump in pretty much everything we don't need. So let's dump that in there, that in there, that in there. That, let's see, that...
Energy critical.
Yeah, pretty much everything will go in there. Because we pretty much just salvaged a bunch of stuff. Oh, snap! Wait a minute, hold on. Oh, well, yeah. That's that wheel over there. Alright, let's go ahead and get this. We'll let this out. And that gives us a cargo container, which is good. And a little barrel we can put stuff on, which is nice. Let's throw a armor block there, but we don't need it to be rusty. Okay. Alright, let's go put the, let's go jump up there and get that wheel all set up. Because we got the back wheel here we just ground off for this, so let's go ahead and jump on here, run out here, and do some welding on it. Let's see. Alright, so that's got welded up. Now let's get the rest of this ground down. We'll use this to finish off some more of that wheel, and then we'll go grind off another wheel. Yep, radiation resistance is off, and I am toast.
Energy.
Yep, I know. Alright, let's hop into here and get some energy. While we're in here, I'm going to eat one of these. The last time we were at this angle, it wasn't very good for us, so... yeah, so I think it's rolling along really nicely, guys. I think this is turning out to be really a good salvage run. Usually we're just going to grab, like, you know, components and stuff like that, maybe something we can sell, you know, that kind of thing. The goal is, of course, to have a very large salvage type of operation. We can't make anything that isn't... you know, and honestly, I feel like we shouldn't be making anything at all, actually. Like, not even parachutes, you know. I feel like we should go to the trade stations and get those. That you can only purchase from stuff, and if you find it, you can use it. I feel like we really shouldn't be manufacturing really much of anything, honestly, because this is salvage, and so I think that assemblers and I think that refineries are basically, well, if we make an assembler useless, that's basically what it is. You know, no need for an assembler. Survival kits basically heal you and bring back your energy and give you a respawn point, but the manufacturing part of it's pointless. So I think that's what we're going to go ahead and say. And then if it needs a computer, then we have to salvage it from somewhere. But mechanical, there very rarely is anything mechanical. So I think the mechanical is the only exception on that. And I think that we're going to keep that as a solid. So once we get this thing, get the survival kit and stuff put up over there, we'll update the rules of this particular playthrough that way. Okay, this is going to be the wheel that we're about to put onto the thing. We need a wheel right there. So let's see if we can actually make it go on there, or if we're going to need to do something else. Will it go on? First of all, is it the correct way? Yes. Alright, it did go on. Okay, good. Alright, and then that other part up there, we're going to have to run up there and go from there. I like the fact that we have an antenna. That gives us at least something we can work with on this. Alright, let's go ahead and jump down on here, run over here. Can we reach it from here? No. Alright, well, dang. Okay, so what we're gonna do, put that there so we can get to it. Alright, and then, okay, so that gives us this option here. And then, yeah, so, you know what? I did not save out the event controller. I grounded out, so we're going to make that go away. It's the only fair thing to do. I mean, we did it. And we're going to shift a few things around. But for now, let's get the rest of this salvaged up. That went, okay. And that also went, so let's go ahead and get those ground down and placed where they need to go. How in the... How are you even working? I don't know how that thing is actually functioning. That goes to the rest of that, and then there's a rest of that. Okay, and then there's a rest of this, and that should finish that off, yep. Okay, so those are good. That one, we've already ground that and put what is on there, but we'll throw those on there too. Makes it good to store stuff. Alright, we do have, let's see here, we got that wheel in place. Let's go ahead and jump over here and throw some more materials in this. And I'm going to drop that and see if it drops it. It does not. Oh, that's weird. Alright, well, we're going to get this off of here. Oh, we're out of ammo on it. Well, that's not good. I didn't see that coming. I really didn't. Alright, so we're going to need to have one on that side and one on this side. So two, but we don't have two. So maybe put one right in the middle here, and hopefully that will be safe. Something that I learned last time I did a playthrough that involved creepy crawlies was that you definitely want some sort of underbody thing when you're doing any kind of, like, you know, any kind of large grid type of vehicle when there's creepy crawlies involved. But I don't have any ammo for you. Really? Okay, well, they're not going to cooperate, so that's fine, whatever. We'll have to clean up the voxel that's buried in the bottom. That doesn't have any computers, so we can build those. Oh, what's in here? Okay. I'm okay with that. Yeah, IMCO's not gonna like me. Oh yeah, yep, we're already in their enemy. They don't like us at all. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Show active contracts. Oh, recovery contracts for IMCO. Oh, this is not good. They are not liking us, and we have their stuff. Oh no. No, 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 no. This is bad, guys. I remember hearing that with the new economy system, you're not denied access, but they don't like you. And you'll have to pay through the nose for anything. So that may be the future of what's going on with our little salvage operation, because honestly, we're not their best friend. We are definitely not their best friend right now. I mean, let's get real here. We just, what is this? Is that regular steel plate? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like, we're not their best friend now. They really don't like us much at all. I mean, I understand. You know, we just stole their wreck. Wow, how is that still here? Okay, this one here, even though it's intact, we are going to completely scrap it so that we can get, let's see here. 1, 2, oh, that wheel there. Oh, we have it. That wheel over there is supposed to be for that wheel. Okay, good. That's right. But we're going to need those components for these wheels. Alright, let's go get this more stuff for the wheel. Alright, now we've got... Okay. Uh-oh, here we go again. Okay, that sunshine is like ramping up real fast. Alright, so all those are sitting on their unwelded things. Alright, so what we're gonna do here... You know what? I'm really thinking maybe we ought to just put an actual, like, thing out like this. I mean, it'll make accessing the wheels a lot easier. And I can even grind off that stupid grid over there. Yeah, I like that. Ha! I heard that.
Energy critical.
Of course it is. Ha! How about that, guys? Just kind of drop right into the cockpit. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had a few things that I need to take care of, which was fine because we needed to have a little bit more of a charge. So let's get back into it here. And let's go ahead and get that off, get that off. Grind these. We're going to grind these things down first, and then we're going to take the last wheel off of our rover to get this other wheel set up. Now normally I would have done it right away, but I think we both know how this goes. It's going to be crazy once this thing gets separated from the ground. Alright, here we go. Really big trick here is going to be the real big trick, guys, is going to be when we got to try to figure out food, because we don't have a food processor. That's going to be a problem. Alright, let's go get this thing set up. Alright, final wheel in place. Alright, there we go. Alright, and then back over we go. What do we have left? I've got a few plates. Let's go ahead and get some more weld done. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this off of here. Let's see here. We got one. This one here we ground down for parts. We already said that. But we do have an intact one here. So let's go ahead and get this ground down and place this over on the back end of our salvage land. Because that's not a bad thing to have one of. So we're going to go ahead and let's make sure we get that set up. We're gonna probably need to have some protections in place just to be on the safe side. Oh wow. Yeah, we're pretty close to full on that. We could actually set that up and make some movement with it if we wanted. Oh yes. Heavy armor. That's great. It's going to be loaded up with all kinds of good stuff. Alright, what else we got on here? Nice thing about heavy armor, we're going to have grids, which means we can be able to do some overhead heavy armor, which is kind of what we want. And then it also means that we're going to be able to, you know, get a lot more steel plate, which is nice. Alright, let's see here. Oh, nope. I want this right here. Now we can go rusty, we can not go rusty. I kind of like the platform to be rusty because it's exposed to the sand underneath. It kind of gives it that aesthetic feel of I've been through the the ringer, so to speak, you know? Now, we got that and we got this. And I kind of like that setup, honestly, but we need to have something else going on here, so... And this, well, I'm thinking we put that right there. And we're also going to give that the same color. Alright, now we're going to put that right here. Actually, no. We're going to put it right here. Because I like the idea of it being on either side of this big cargo container, which actually is kind of the center point of our base. I mean, really. It is very much the center point of our base. We don't have any other cargo containers on this thing. So, Actually, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking we might want to put... Yeah, our reputation with Lyco is so bad. Wow. I'm thinking we want to put an H2O2 gen. And then we run the walkway. If we put the H2O2 gen here, we can go up and over and have access to the forward part. So that's what I'm thinking. So this is where I'm thinking we'll put the H2O2 gen. And we'll set it up so that it's right there like that. And then what I'm going to do for now... Oh, wait. We could... let's see. This doesn't have any kind of... We could put one of these here. I kind of like that right there. And then we can walk up this way. Then let's see, on this side here, I like having an access to this, but I do think that it's good to have a turret up here too. I think. But I think that... I do want some coverage though, and you know, we could make that the front and this the back, where this is too. It wouldn't be that hard. Actually, that's probably a good idea. And we could probably angle it up. Alright, let's get this out of here. That's going to go in the back where we have salvage for that. And that is our air vent fan. So, you know, we had a thing about that. And actually, it's probably a good idea that we run these on these sides too to protect the batteries. And we could do a little walkway here too, but I don't really want a walkway on top of this, but we could. We could do that very easily. And do it up this way, and then, yeah. Yeah, that would work nicely. Good job. We're gonna need more ammo eventually, though. Alright, so I think it's time to get this thing disconnected completely. So let's go ahead and I'm going to leave that up there like that. Although I am going to grind this off because I don't want to forget that that's what we put there. So that's right there. We've done that. I do want to get that timer put in here. Well, we're thinking about it because I don't want to have it be like
Energy low.
Like a thing, you know. We can do... let's go down below. Alright, let's go down below and see about getting the rest of this ground off. Alright, that's coming off. So we'll run this up here. Oh yeah, that's right. We did have a barrel. But it's a little late for that. Alright, let's put the antenna here. Okay, the antenna's a utility, And we're gonna go with, I kind of like the whip antenna, but we can't, we're gonna go with this because that's what we salvaged. But I like the whip antenna thing. Alright, let's see what we got. We got enough steel to run that, so let's do it. And okay. Alright, and that we're not going to mess with yet, so. Alright, let's throw these things in here. Again, we don't need those at the moment. Well, actually, you know what? Probably want to see if we can use what's left and get the wheels up as much as possible. I think the biggest problem we're going to have, unfortunately, is going to be pipes. Yep. Ow. That hurt. Okay, let's get this one up. Yeah, I can't even get to that one. Grind down as much of this as we can. That was a door, and doors have computer components, so we need to get that door upstairs, like now. So let's go ahead and get that up here. We salvaged a door, yay! That means we can pressurize our thing a little bit. Alright, let's get a door. We'll put the door back here. Alright, cool. Now let's see. Looks like we got a few components we can use. So let's go ahead and get that. That's another one. We're getting there, slowly but surely. I'm pretty sure that's going to get toasted when that thing comes down. As much as I really want to have that clearing the way underneath us, I'm pretty sure that it's going to bounce. So let's put you right here for now. I mean, it's not like I got ammo for you. But I kind of don't want to smash it to destruction town, you know? Alright, there we go. Alright, good.
No energy.
Okay, no problem. We'll just go back here and hop in. Okay, we do need to tear down the rest of this rover, so that's going to be the next task I think we're going to do after we do that antenna right in front of us, because we do need to finish that. We also need to set up our cockpit for up above. We also have a command vehicle, so I mean not command vehicle, but a control seat here. And we're going to eat our last kelp pack, so let's go ahead and get started with this. Yep. Yeah, you're lighting it up, aren't you? Alright, what do we got left in here? We've got some steel plates, that's good. Ramps up. Okay, let's go ahead and drop these off in... Wait, hold on. Okay, I want to make sure that we're good to go on all of these. Okay, we need pipes. So really what we're looking for is, yeah, we need pipes. That's really the big holding factor here is the pipes. Alright, we got everything else, so let's go and jump down here, get the rest of this. Alright, cool. Grab this. Alright, now let's go ahead and grab what's in these containers and pipes. And then we'll also place the container out there. Okay. Alright, so we gotta finish off the antenna and set a pipe up. A barrel up too. So let's go ahead and finish this up first, and then we'll set up the barrel, and then we'll be good as far as... the goal here is to get this base. I want to get this base set up this episode, so it's going to be, you know, we're trying. Of course, it's taking its sweet time. Alright, we got more spawns coming up. Okay. You know, the problem is now, we are now in a position where they can go underneath, and I think we're up, actually. Yeah. Alright, and then, let's stick a barrel in here. You guys are real persistent, aren't you? Wait, what? What is that? That is not a spider. What is that? There's a guy down there. Okay, guy's dead. Come on, bug. Uh-huh. Ah! You're not supposed to be on my vehicle. How dare you crawl on my vehicle, you bug? Where are you at? Good gravy. Okay, so what's this? Good gravy. Where are they? Okay, I wanted to know what's up. Oh, it's gone. There was a dead guy. Oh wait, what's that? What is this? Steel plates. There's a dead guy. What is this dead guy? Huh. Okay. Well, uh-oh. Good gravy. Okay, they got meat. Alright, nighttime. They come out more in nighttime apparently. Alright, let's get our vehicle cleared out here. Oh my gosh. Alright. We'll get our vehicle cleared out, then we're gonna grind out the bottom of this, and then we're gonna get it up and rolling, so yeah, that's happening. Whew, okay. I think I might need to go with a secondary weapon because, wow, okay. Alright, we're going to go ahead and empty this out too. Okay, so we've got a freight with more stuff than I expected. Alright, we have a freight, we have a wheel. Two freights and a wheel. And a cockpit. All of this we're going to put on the back deck and then as salvage, and then we'll go from there. Alright, let's see here. Okay, how full are we? Yeah, we're pretty full. Okay, let's keep that going. Okay. Really? Are we doing more of these things? Alright, so let's see here. We're gonna demonstrate, we're gonna show it off as large grid, but either way, you know, large grid, small grid, it can go. So we got that, and then we've got, let's see. Where is my, there, oxygen tank, okay. And then we have freight, two freights, freight number 2, and another freight number 2, which goes right there, okay. And then we grabbed, well, that's all we grabbed. Okay, cool. Weld up the freights. And then this here, and this here. Alright, so that's all, everything that was in there. The rest of the stuff was what was inside. That can all go into the large cargo container for later use. Once we become viable for a... Ooh. Nope, 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 nope. Why am I not able to get out? Ah, don't want to be in that hole. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the survival kit. That's the most important thing and the most critical aspect of this operation. Honestly. Alright, let's see here. Oh yeah, that's right. We've got those things we made that we weren't supposed to make. Okay, since we are not making cargo, those things, we're gonna dump these because that's against the rules based on the rules that we made. So we're gonna leave those behind. Actually, you know what we're going to do? Return them into scrap. Well, I didn't mean to de-scrap them, but... Okay, we got a fan. Gyro. Survival kit, fan, gyro. And a hydrogen tank. Alright, so let's go do that. Alright, let's throw... Okay, so we got a fan, so we'll put that right here. We got a gyro, which can go over here. It's going to be very crowded, but you know what? That's just how things roll. Okay, we got a gyro there, and then a survival kit, which we absolutely must have. And actually, I think the survival kit will go nicely right here. Yeah, very nice. So we'll have that up there, and we'll run the conveyoring for it. Oh, wait, actually... Ooh, actually, you know what? I hate to say it, but we might not want it there. We might want it here. I don't want to do the other one because the other one is not, the other survival kit, it's nice, the other one's really nice, but I don't like the fact that, I don't like the fact that it's not airtight in the back. That's the big challenge. Oh, we also have a hydrogen tank, so let's go ahead and get that loaded in too. And that would be, we're going to use a small hydrogen tank to represent that hydrogen tank. So, right there. Now we're going to go ahead and hit this, 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 and this. Wait, we already did that. Yeah, okay. Alright, so that's all those. We've loaded all those up. Let's go back. And what else do we got that's salvageable? Looks like we got an antenna. Well, we could get, I'm not going to worry about this, oh, we got the ore detector. Really? Nope. Okay, ore detector, antenna. Ore detector, antenna, and battery. Ore detector, antenna, and battery. Oh, and an event controller. Okay, ore detector, and let's see here. Alright, so let's get some more salvage laid out on here. Okay, so we have, let's see, an ore detector. Alright, so this is gonna go... ore detector, and then we have another antenna, and then we have a an event controller, and we'll move these around and stuff like that. Okay, and then our battery. I don't know, what was that? Oh, that was a statue. Okay. Alright, and there's our battery. And we're going to add some stuff to that. Okay, and we'll grab those. Alright, and let's see. Alright, and then let's see. Alright, well that's cool. Okay, so everything else is just salvage. So that's good. We'll put this we're gonna keep that clear. I was gonna put the put that conveyor there, but it's pretty, we need to keep it clear, let's face it. And I need that for this other salvage in the back. Alright, cool. And then the rest of this gets shredded up and used for components or to be put into, you know, different things. So, okay. Let's see here. Alright, cool. Alright, so now the trick. Everything connected to this voxel must be removed, or it will not go back to a ship.
Energy critical.
Oh gosh, we've got to go and get in. Oh no, we need O2. Oh no, no, no. Yeah, just noticed that. We need an air tank up here, or else we're gonna have a problem here. Ah, no! No! No!
Low health.
A full air vent.
Your health is critical.
Oh gosh, can we do this? Ah! Thankfully, we have a survival kit, guys, so we're gonna respawn right here. Oh man, if we didn't have that, we would have been so in trouble. But it does illustrate the fact that we need to have our we need to have a thing going on here. All right, yeah, we're gonna take the motor off of this. We need computer components. Where do we got computer components? We don't have any of those components in there because we couldn't use it for the other. Let's see what we can find down below in the part that we got to grind down. Maybe there's some components in here we can get. Now, as is my custom, this poor guy, you know, I know where we're going to put this guy. We got to bury this guy, and we're going to bury him in this hole, as is the usual custom in all of my streams. I always like to bury the guys when I do that, so let's get a, light armor block. And we're gonna put you right there. And I mean, I'd want somebody to take care of my remains. Alright, we're gonna go. Ow! I hope this guy appreciates what we're doing for him, because Now this is nice because we can set this up in here too, or we can just use the components for it. I'm kind of inclined to set up a really nice cockpit at the front that's pressurized. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this guy buried. Alright, let's see here. Where do we got, here we go. Yeah, we have to put him in here, so we'll put him in here sideways. That way he's there, you know, and we'll weld him up so that he's got all his components, even though we can use them. Ow. Alright, we're gonna need to get some, this is insane. Oh my gosh, guys, this is gonna take forever. Alright, this is this project. Alright. And now we're gonna seal you off. Alright, there we go. Okay. Okay, we're going to take this off right there. And then we take this off right here. Okay, we're going to put the control center. We're going to put the control center right here for now. We'll change it around later, but I want to get it in place. Alright, here we go, guys. We're gonna convert the ship. We're gonna see what happens. But before we do this, as insane as this is, we're gonna take all of these off-road wheels. We're gonna switch them over to the wheel group. And then we're going to give them a little bit more power. We're going to strengthen them up a lot. Oh, wait. If we strengthen them up a lot, are they going to bounce us? Ah, okay. Well, let's do it. We're going to switch over to convert to ship now. Okay, now let's go to wheel. And let's reduce the height offset a lot. And let's increase the strength a lot. Alright, let's see how we're doing. And we are actually up. Looks like there's some loose pieces in here. Looks like everything's intact underneath. That's good. It does look like our reactor is not reactoring. So, but I understand that because we never hacked it, so it doesn't belong to us. But we've done it. Why are we not moving? Oh, because we're sitting on top of that one thing, aren't we? Wow. Where is that? That is a piece of steel.
Your health is low.
Right underneath the cargo container. Oh my goodness. Really? Oh my gosh. Okay. This is annoying, to say the least.
Meteor storm inbound.
Okay. Alright, so there's a few pieces, so let's go ahead and we're gonna now I wonder if I can reach it from down here. No. Alright, so what we're gonna do here... Ow!
Is critical.
Really? You trying to kill me out there, Pertam? Alright, let's get this back up. I want this base up and running before we end this episode. This has been great, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for this. It has been a challenge, to say the least. Only died once, but it has been nothing but a non-stop challenge trying to get this thing done. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to dump this. Everything but those 8. That's all I need to get back up in here. Please do not crush me. Okay, I don't see, anything else. Alright, let's not die. Ow! Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, so that's where it tilted, but we are on wheels here. Okay. That's good. That's really good. I think that one needs pipes. Wow, we did it. We got our mobile base set up. Now we just need to get it finished off and then we'll be good to go. Do this, and let's see if we got enough to get this done, because I want to be able to get this wheel up. Oh, yeah, didn't really want to be on the ground, though. Alright, let's see if we can get up here. Nope, we most certainly cannot. But we can now. What the... How can I not get up there? Oh, fine. Alright, there's another way to do this. We go all the way back here. Alright, so we're gonna go here. Why can't I get up there? Oh, good gravy. This is insane. Oh my gosh, it is really hard to get up there. Alright guys, we're gonna call this an episode. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again Oh wait, before we go, we do have one thing we got to do. We got to get some computer components on this thing because otherwise I'm going to be toast as soon as I sit there. You know what that means? That means we're going to need to... Really? Oh my gosh! I was there! I was right here! Oh my gosh, guys! I was literally right here. Oh no. Oh, wait a minute. Where's my... Oh my... Are you frick... Okay, I was gonna say, my body better not be on the ground. Okay, here we go, guys. And... There. Okay. So here's how this is gonna go down. So we're gonna go here, and because we know that there is air here, we're going to slap the air vent on depressurize. Yes. All right. Cool. Now we're good. All right. Now we're gonna call this an episode. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. This has been an amazingly fun scrapyard deal. So yeah, thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.